Got a surprise live. See what's going on. See if anybody shows up. It's late night. Late night, Sunday night. But I feel like ripping. How's it going, everybody? It is late night, Sunday night. It was daylight savings time last night, so we all lost an hour of sleep, but I am wired. I've been at work all day. Hopped up on some caffeine, can't sleep yet, so I want to rip some packs. We're going to do it live. All right, so I've got a partial box, almost probably over half a box. This Upper Deck Minor League from 1995. I think there's a pack in here, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I thought I had one in here that had already been ripped from the driver's seat box break, but maybe not. That's all right. I guess not. I thought I did, but I don't. I was going to show you some of the cards. But this is the pack. Upper Deck Minor League. Obviously, it's going to be backwards because we're on the backwards camera. I'm going to flip around because we'll open from the other camera. And I'm going to show you one that I found a little while ago. I wasn't able to share it because my volume on my microphone was not plugged. Like my microphone was not plugged into my phone all the way, so there was no volume. And I did it picture in picture, so there was no way to sync up like voice overdub and have it not sync to my actual mouth moving on the screen. So wasn't going to try to do that. So we lost that video, but I do have the card. Here we go. All right, everybody. So this is one of the Michael Jordans you can find in this set. I am looking for Michael Jordans. This is the scrapbook. There are a couple of these. Looking at the scrapbook, there are 10 of those cards. So 10 Michael Jordan cards in the scrapbook series, and those are in 1 in 35 packs. So we're probably not going to get another one of these. There are Michael Jordan 1-on-1. Now those are in 1 in 4 retail packs, which these should be hobby. I have 2 boxes of this. One is like a vertical open and open this way, and the other one open this way. I think the one that opens this way is hobby. The one that opens this way might be retail. I don't know. I'm not sure. They don't say on the box, so I really don't know. There are top 10 prospects cards. Derek Jeter is one of those. I want to see that. The only other real big name on there is Johnny Damon. Michael Tucker and Todd Hollinsworth, Ruben Rivera were on there, but obviously they're not as big as a Derek Jeter. Organizational profiles is another insert. There's a Nomar. There's a Michael Jordan. Billy Wagner, Johnny Damon, Paul Konerko. Let's see here. Todd Walker, Uga Thurbina. Some of the names we might recognize. And then there is a future stock. So 1 per pack has a silver future stock. So we could have a future stock of any card in the set. Hopefully the Derek Jeter. There's also the regular checklist has a Derek Jeter and a Michael Jordan. So I think the Derek Jeter is card number 1. There's Jason Giambi in there. Other big names, Johnny Damon. When I say Jason Giambi, Trot Nixon's in there. Ray Ordonez is a bigger name. This is just a great set. There's tons of names in here. Shannon Stewart. There is the Michael Jordan is card number 45. Get that. All right. Bobby Abreu. Billy Wagner. There should be Derek Lee. Yep. I know there's a couple other big names in here. Tony Clark. Scott Rowland. Gene, let's see who else is in here. Ray Durham's another bigger name. Jermaine Dye. So yeah, I'm not gonna go through the whole checklist. That was just like the first 100 cards had at least like 5 or 6 big names that we know. So we're gonna start ripping. Here we go. Pack number 1. If you're just joining, we are ripping 1995 Upper Deck Minor League, hunting for Jeters and Jordans mostly. So leave a comment in the chat. Let me know that you're here. James Baldwin. Jamie Wright. These are hard to read. Fletcher Thompson. There's Bobby Abreu. Doug Glanville. Jeff Bloom. Ryan Lazinski. Greg Kegel. This is an awesome name. His name is Wonderful Terrific Mons. Wonderful Terrific Mons. John Wasden. And Road to the Show is Paul Wilson. And our season highlights, Kevin Coughlin. All right, next pack. Bobby Abreu is the only real big thing out of that one. If you're just joining, we're ripping 1995 Upper Deck. Put something in the chat. Let me know you're here. Looking for Derek Jeters and Michael Jordans. There's Chris Widger. Kelly Wunsch. Okay. We could get the whole set. I have a half box here and then another box of this. So it could possibly have the whole set here. Damian Jackson. Greg Kegel again. We're not going to get the whole set if we keep doing that. Gus Gandarillas. Some of these names we don't know because they never made it. Mariano de los Santos. Jay Watasic. I always love opening minor league cards because it just shows you how hard it is to make the major leagues. There's another Bobby Abreu. All these names, and we might know like a dozen off the checklist that actually made it out of 225 cards. Frank Rodriguez. And some of them only got up for a minute, but, you know, they made it. Kirk Presley. So it always makes me have a healthy respect for how hard it is to be a major leaguer. Road to the Show, Alan Bennis. And our season highlights, Bill Pulsifer. I'm just going to rip through this box and see what we get. We are looking for Derek Jeters and Michael Jordan. Here's the Michael Jordan I had pulled previously in a different video. I don't know if it was out of this box or out of the other box. So we still have a chance at a Jordan in here, I believe. All right. Fletcher Thompson. There's Paul Konerko. I forgot he was a catcher until I started ripping these packs. That was fun to see. And Lyle Mouton. Jason Thompson. Brian Sakinski. Man, my autofocus is kind of whacked up. I don't know what's going on here. Howard Battle. I think it's like the face back here. I think it's reacting to the gunner. I'm going to swap Gunner and Lamar. And we'll see if it helps. Mark Valdez. Jason Isringhausen. He definitely made it up. Got two of the same card. Terry Bradshaw. That is not the Terry Bradshaw of the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, Nefi Perez on the season highlights. Definitely made it. And Terrell Wade. If you're watching live, let me know if you've seen these before. This is 1995 Upper Deck Minor League. We're looking for Derek Jeters and Michael Jordans. Here is our Jermaine Dye. That is a nice card. Jermaine Dye. Love that. Julio Santana. Oh, let's see what we got. John Zuber. Another Isringhausen. Kenny Felder. You know what I'm not seeing in here is the parallel future stock. Am I missing them? I don't. It's supposed to be one per pack, but I'm not seeing them. This is Stony Briggs. I don't know if I don't think I've missed them. I wonder if that's just hobby and these are retail, or if it's just retail and these are hobby. I'm not missing them. They're not in here. Oh, there we go. I did miss one. There's a future stock. So future stock has this extra little stamp on it. So yeah, I definitely missed. That's my bad. All right, here we go. There's a top 10 Johnny Damon. Very nice. Top 10 prospect. All right. Jason Thompson again. David Bell. Another David Bell, because we didn't get enough of the first one. Oh, here we go. Victor Rodriguez, and our road to the show is Derek Jeter. Yes. Yes, look at that. Sleeve it up immediately. What a cool card. I don't think I understood, like, the Jeter hype. I was not a kid that was really into, like, prospects in minor leagues. Like, my dad wasn't really like that. Like, we listened to the radio and heard when the guys came up and started playing for the big club, but, you know, I wasn't somebody who was into prospects as a kid. So, like, the hype and stuff around Derek Jeter, like, I was not aware of that. Nope, we're in the back of the pack. We need to be in the front. Here we go. And future stock is usually that first card there. Carlton Lauer. Damian Jackson. Kelly Wunsch. I don't know what it's focusing in on. I'm trying to read the words down here, and it's focusing in on the face, so it's kind of difficult. Angel Martinez. Jamie Arnold. Nate Holdren. Greg Kegel again. Guillermo Guevara. James Baldwin. Jose Malavi, I don't know. Todd Walker. He played for sure. And Chris Widger. So we've already gotten a Jeter. We're looking for Jeters and Jordans tonight. Jeter, Jordan, and maybe Johnny Damon. Scott Rowland, Bobby Abreu are the big names here. Chris Steins. All right, and it is not future stock, so we'll see if we get another one. So this is international flavor. I love these. This is an awesome insert. So it kind of reminds me of the Bowman International parallel, which has the map of their country like behind them. Similar concept. You know, has the globe and has the map of where they're from. Soraya Ordonez from Cuba. Awesome. Shannon Stewart. Definitely Made it. There's Johnny Damon. I do love this card. I do love that card. Nice Johnny Damon. Oh, Bart Evans. And our top 10 prospect, Derek Jeter. We are killing it on the Jeters already, folks. Oh my gosh. Look at that card. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to sleeve it up before anything happens to it. I already got a fingerprint on it. I'm mad about that. I'm going to see if I can get that off. I have a little cloth here on my desk. No, I'll have to try that another time if it's if this one ends up going for grading. I think all of these Derek Jeter cards of like early days minor leagues, Bowman's, you know, upper deck minor leagues, I think these are going to be something that people are looking for in the next couple of years, because we're kind of running out of stock on the Griffey rookies and that sort of thing. So I think Derek Jeter's obviously the next once in a generation type player. Obviously A-Rod did what he did, so he's just not as collectible. But you know, if he hadn't done the steroids and HGH, I think he'd have been just as collectible. But Derek Jeter's going to be the next one up. That it's just like everybody's going to be looking to have those. So Scott Talanoa, Ramon Castro, Tim Unruh, Einar Diaz, Shane Andrews, and Chris Wimmer. So we already got 2 Derek Jeters. We're still looking for a Jordan. Jason Giambi we have not seen yet. There is a Nomar Garciaparra on one of the inserts. Guillermo Guerrero. Mark Johnson. This is Ozzie Timmons. Oh, that's stuck. Ozzie Timmons. Gene Shaw. If you're in the chat, just leave a little comment so I know you're here. Hiram Boca Chica. Chad Fox. Oh, here's a name that we know. Desi Relaford. He definitely came up and made it. Tony Clark. He was for the Tigers, one of their top prospects, had a decent career. Michael Tucker, another major leaguer. Definitely made it up. Juan Acevedo, looks like he just got dunked in Gatorade after a game. All right. Jose Pet on International. He is from Brazil. And then Paul Konerko on our 94 draft class, drafted first round. I love those. Those are fun. All right, let's start from this way. All right. Todd Dunn, and that is a future stock. You can see the future stock sticker up there. Lou Pote. Hey, there's Nomar. Nomar Garciaparra. Love that. Roger Bailey, goofing off with some water guns. Nefi Perez. Ben Grieve, he was a touted prospect. I don't know that he ever really did a whole lot in the majors. I don't have any memories of him, but I know he did make it. Ray Durham. Played for the White Sox. Damian Moss. Alex Ochoa, my Orioles top prospect. I do remember him. Frank Rodriguez. Road to the show is LaTroy Hawkins. He came up. I do believe LaTroy Hawkins pitched a couple years. I think he had the injury bug. Deshaun Warren is rounding out the pack. So I do remember LaTroy Hawkins making it, but I do think he had the injury bug. I'm going to put some of these down because we're running out of room on the stand here. I want to keep our Jeters up here. I love this Johnny Damon. We'll keep our Derek Jeters up here, since that's what we're looking for. Hey, if you're watching live, be sure to put something in the chat so that I know you're here and I can say hello. It is, haven't seen anything in the chat yet tonight, but that's okay. Let me know you're here. Oh, let's go this way. Here's our future stock. Ryan Lazinski. Bill McMillan. Roger Cedeno. I'm fairly certain he made it. Joe Rosselli. Dustin Hermanson. Shane Andrews. Angel Martinez. These are beautiful cards. Jose Herrera. Oh, there we go. There we go. Derek Jeter, #1, and right behind him, Michael Jordan. Look at that, folks. We got 2 of them. We got 2 of them. All right, we got to sleeve these up. This is crazy. Derek Jeter. Absolute banger of a card. #1 in the set. We got the Jeters going. We got the Jordans going. Oh, my. All right, so this is Jordan's regular card. White Sox top prospect. He's number 45. Obviously, that has some significance in his life, as he wore that when he went back to the NBA after he didn't make it in MLB. So, got a Jeter and a Jordan back to back. That is amazing. Dustin Hermanson on our road to the show. And we got Victor Rodriguez. Man, what a pack. Jeter and Jordan in the same pack. That's like winning the lottery in this box. Get them both. Fantastic. Ray Durham. Since we've seen a lot of these cards already, I'm just going to add them to the other piles that I have, and we'll keep the Jeters and Jordans up top. Bob Morris. Sergio Nunez is a new name, but I don't believe he made it. Again, we're ripping 1995 Upper Deck Minor League. Put something in the chat. Let me know about the Jeters and the Jordans. DJ Boston, he definitely made it. Andre King. Doug Million. Ray McGuire. Doing his best Randy Johnson impression. Mark Barcelo. LaTroy Hawkins. That would have been a hot card back then. Trey Beeman. Kelly Wunsch on our season highlight. Strikes out 5 in 1 inning. I'm not really sure how that's possible. Strikes out 5 in one inning. Did they have pass balls and they got on base? National headlines when he struck out 5 Springfield Sultan batters in one inning while pitching for Class A. The ball from his 5th strikeout ended up on public display in Cooperstown, New York. Interesting. I guess he had a couple of pass ball, got on base strikeouts. John Wasden on the road to the show. I don't know if your catcher likes that you set that record. He had 2 pass balls. All right. Scott Spezio, he definitely made it up. Yuri Sanchez. Matt Smith. Jimmy Haynes. Vladimir Guerrero. I did forget he was in here. That is another nice card. Jamie Arnold. Pat Watkins. Edgardo Alfonso. I do believe he made it up. Kareem Garcia. Todd Green. Jason Robbins on our season highlight throws first Pioneer League perfect game in 43 years. Paul Wilson on the road to the show. All right. This side. Kareem Garcia with a future stock. Jared Wright. Matt Riley. Micah Franklin. All right, what are we focusing on here? My autofocus is acting weird. Chad Fox. Hiram Bocachoa. Matt Drews. Like that angle. Micah again. Micah Franklin. Ruben Rivera, one of the Yankees' top prospects. Alex Ochoa for my Orioles. And another Derek Jeter. This one is the road to the show. Another road to the show, Derek Jeter. Fantastic. This is awesome. If you want to do this live with me again, I have a whole nother box we can do this in. We got Jeters, Jordans. Jarrett Wright rounds us out with the draft class pick. We got 5 or 6 more packs to go. If you're watching live, be sure to put something in the chat so I can say hello. We're hunting Jeters and Jordans in 1995 Upper Deck Minor League. So we got a lot of inserts in this pack. Doug Million. There's Ruben Rivera from Panama on the International. I do like that. And a Derek Jeter. Another Derek Jeter. We're hitting them, folks. We are finding all of them. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh. You guys have got to watch this back. So many Jeters. So many Jeters. Amazing. Raul Casanova. Joe Rosselli. Gene Shaw. Cesar Tavares. Orioles top prospect. That's the old Bay Sox logo. Love that. Chris Wimmer. Oh, here we go. Organizational profiles. We have not seen this. Arkansas Travelers. Alan Bennis. A nice little insert. Oh, come on, camera. Come on, camera. What's the issue? Is it the text? There we go. Here it's the text. Alan Bennis. I like that insert. We need a bigger name, one of those. Carlton Lauer. CJ Nitkowski. He definitely made it up. And Paul Konerko on the 94 draft class, drafted in the first round. We've seen that one already. I'm going to angle this down a little bit. I think it is maybe like getting stuck on the text up there. Man, it's annoying. All right, I still want to see another Michael Jordan. Desi Wilson. Andy Pettit. We have not seen Andy Pettit yet. Jim Cole. All right, Raul Casanova. This is on the profiles. Very nice. Organizational profiles, Raul Casanova. Again, we need a bigger name on that. There's Wilton Guerrero. Scott Iyer. Curtis Goodwin for my Orioles. He was fast. I remember that. He definitely made it. He was a fast one. Jimmy Haynes for my O's. Pitched a little bit in the bigs. Terrell Wade. Another Johnny Damon. I love that card. Season highlight. Kevin Coughlin. We've seen that. And Nefi Perez on a season highlight. Unassisted triple play. Fantastic. All right, Desi Wilson again. Steve Klink. That Desi Wilson was a future stock. I did forget that. That's future stock. Bill Selby. Trey Beeman on the profiles. Again, not a big name. Still have not had a big name. Brian Giles. He played for a minute. Nefi Perez. Joe Rosselli. Matt Drews. Phil Nevin. Pokey Reese. One of the great names from that era. Along with Trot Nixon and some other folks. Pokey Reese. That's funny. Desi Wilson, not future stock. And then Antone Williamson. All right, I've got 5 packs left. Can we find another Michael Jordan? All right, Damian Jackson. There we go. Edgar Renteria. Willis Otanez. Willis Otanez. Edgardo Alfonso. Nate Holdren. Sal Fasano. Terrell Lowry. Again. DJ Boston. Again. Bill Pulsifer. Michael Tucker. Again. Road to the show is Terrell Wade for the Braves. And Alex Ochoa, 2 homers and a 28-10 pummeling of Harrisburg for the Bowie Bay Sox. Awesome. Awesome, awesome Orioles card. 4 packs left. Still need a Jordan, another Jordan. I feel like we got our quota of Jeters. There's Nomar Garciaparra on the future stock. Let me see if I can get that to. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Love that. Bill Selby. Steve Klink. Jose Herrera. Will, how do you say that? Cunane? Maybe. Brian Giles. Tony Clark. Einar Diaz. John Wasden. Terrell Wade. He just keeps coming up. Jose Silva on the international from Mexico. And Hiram Bocachica. First round draft pick. I do not remember him making it. You have to tell me in the comments if he made it. I do not have any recollection of him in the majors. 3 packs left. We need another Jordan. All right, Chris Carpenter on the future stock. Danny Klassen. Jason Peterson. Mark Barcelo. Torrey Hunter. We have not seen that yet. Nice Torrey Hunter. Phil Geisler. Giomar Guevaras. Guevara? Yeah, Guevara. There's Roger Bailey with his water gun. Todd Hollinsworth was a pitcher, or no, outfielder. Yeah, outfielder. He definitely made it. Played a little bit. Ruben Rivera. Todd Walker, road to the show. He had a good career. And Kelly Wunsch. All right, 2 more packs. 2 more packs. Can we get another Jordan? I'm very happy with this rip so far. Why wouldn't I be? Joe Randa on the future stock. Jason Muller. Mark Johnson. Another Tony Clark. Cesar Devaras for my O's. Dustin Hermanson. Einar Diaz again. Gene Shaw. We have not seen a Scott Rowland. Alan Benes. Jason Kendall. He was a good catcher for a few years. Nice. Chris Widger. And another Todd Walker. The draft this time. All right, last pack magic. Do we have another Jordan? Last pack, folks. If you're live, leave a comment in the chat so I know that you're here and I can say hello. All right, Kamara Barty on the future stock. He was an Orioles prospect, but I have no idea. I never saw him come up, so I don't think he made it. Jason Peterson. Danny Klassen. Terrell Lowry. Phil Geisler. There's Andre King. Roger Bailey. Pat Watkins. Joe Aranda. I don't think we're going to get one, folks. This correlation is predictable. Kamara Barty again. Tate Seafried. Not seen him before. On the international, Andre King for the Braves from Jamaica. You don't see too many players from Jamaica. Interesting. That rounds out our pack and our rip, folks. So we got an empty box. We had a stinking awesome rip. So just to review, I already had this Jordan from the scrapbook, but I will show it again. I'm not sure if it was from this box or my other box. I still have another partial box to rip. If you want to rip that live with me, just put a comment down below. Michael Jordan's scrapbook. Michael Jordan's base card. Awesome. Derek Jeter, top 10 prospect. Derek Jeter, Road to the Show. We got 2 of those. And Derek Jeter's base card. We got 2 of those. So I'd say that's a successful hunt for Jeters and Jordans. So happy you could hang out with me live for a little bit and check that out. I'm going to be cutting this up and putting some of these pulls into shorts so the rest of you can check it out. Maybe we'll leave some bookmarks in the description down below so you can fast forward to the actual pulls of the Jeters and Jordans. Going to be doing this all spring until it's time to move this summer. Just trying to kill off some of these partial boxes I have so I don't have to move them to New York when my family moves this summer. So be sure to like and subscribe on the way out. Keep ripping wax, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace. Have a good night.